Yo guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another weekly forecast. And yeah, gold has finally decided to break through 1680, but the signs were there. And I've been saying this week after week. We were going to target that 1680 level, and then we managed to get it. And we also, as a bonus, managed to place a trade on the breakout as well. So when gold dumped, it definitely dumped, and it was like 300 pips within an hour or two, right? But pretty much, I'm not sure why a lot of people were buying or doing all this sort of stuff when the signs were there, right? The bearish momentum was there. It's been there for a while, since July, right? And pretty much you could see that even if I just start marking this stuff up, you'll be like, wow, that's pretty simple. What's going on there? You see that we had a break of 1800, which took us down to 1680. Price bounced. Where did it go? Came back to retest, right? What is that? A break and retest, right? Pretty simple stuff. CPI 1807. That's where I've still got this trade open. Price then pushed down, still holding it, came back down to 1690, and this was where we were last week, right? What was price doing? Consolidating for another breakout, right? I'm going to drop down in the smaller time frames. You'll be able to see this stuff. Watch. You go to the 4-hour time frame. What did price do, right? You use some support resistance lines, right? You can see here price was used as support, broke through, use that, came back to it as a resistance, right? But where was price yesterday? Not yesterday, last week. What was I trying to say? I was saying, look, we made a double bottom here, right? Price will likely push up and then come back to that double bottom. What did it do after it came back to the double bottom? It closed below. 4-hour candles couldn't break back above, and then price just then break the low, smaller time frame low, and this was the actual break of 1680. And once we broke, we tumbled, right? We basically melted all the way down to 1660, and price failed to actually close back above. So we actually got a daily close below 1680. Okay. And what does that mean? Okay, that means that it wasn't usually just a liquidity hunt and spike back up. It was usually we had a close. We never got a close below 1660 though, right? So price is failing to push below 1660. So this is where we might start to see some bullish pressure going into next week. Okay. So pretty much what I'm looking at is I've got this sell zone here. Okay. I was thinking that maybe if we get retracement on Friday, we could use that to push back down, but we never got there. We bounced off 1680, and then price basically dropped like 80, 90 pips off 1680 there. But price is likely to come back up. Why am I using this as a sell zone level? One reason is because this was an order block that we created here, right? Pop back into this area could allow us to see what price action we get. If we get something like that, then price should go back down to clean this big pump that we had on Friday. Okay. If we see something like this, I want to see what happens. Does price continue to push down, or does price want to push back up? If we get a push back up to this zone again, then it will get weaker and weaker, and price is likely to push higher. Okay. So we're going to have to look at a lot of smaller time frame stuff now. We're going to be careful on the sells, because things might start to reverse. The reason why I say this is because since CPI, there's a lot of liquidity still waiting, right? Above all of these levels here. We got a big chunk of imbalance, which half, maybe 50% got filled, a bit more than 50%. And then we have a big chunk up here as well. So I wouldn't go on full on buy mode just yet, right? Because we are still downtrending. So I'm going to use every single sell zone as I can, see what reactions we can get off there. If we get reactions, see if price can continue. If not, if price fails, we wait on the next zone. Otherwise, we look for buy opportunities to continue, right? So pretty much, if this sell zone breaks, I would like to see price push up towards this zone here, right? That was the CPI level. And maybe we can then use that to continue price down. But it all depends on what happens next week. So pretty much, I think on the higher time frame sort of stuff, if we go on the daily, right? I'm expecting that 1680 level to be used as support on the initial test. Okay, we did touch it on Friday. Maybe we'll test it a few more times, pop into this 82, 83 level. I'm using this 90 as SL, right? That's my invalidation area. So maybe we could push up towards this area, use this as a reaction off of that 1680, push back down, create some sort of bearish structure again, and then continue towards the downside again. Okay, that's pretty much scenario one. Scenario two would be is if this area doesn't, nothing happens and price pushes 1690 again, right? And we use it as support to push higher, and we keep testing these, 1690. This should push us back above 1700, and then we could go and tackle all of these highs that we have left over, right, as liquidity, because there's loads of SLs just sitting here. Okay, but pretty much it's been said over the weeks, right? 1680 was going to get targeted. I'm glad we managed to get it. Profits were taken. We had caught a lot of pips last week, and if you guys are interested in, being involved, right, the link is in the description on how to get involved. I think just when I'm releasing this video, there's 4 hours left from market open to get involved on the lifetime offer that we are offering of $500 for lifetime. Other than that, it's the same usual monthly payment. All the information is in the link below. And yeah, pretty much you're going to get analysis from myself, Peter. We have the access to Z Strategy, the education trading channel, and it's nice and cleanly laid out in Discord. Pretty much. Yep, that's pretty much it from me. Well, I can't say it's Elite Empire FX, is it? It's Forex Funded. Peace out.